Recorded live with little or no editing. It's Roster Roast. I'm Run 7. How you doing? Today we are going over PupDagr's War Defense team. We grade on 5 different criteria: who you're using, their placement, their power levels, their ISOs, and what kind of mood I'm in. Let's jump right into it. Team number 1 is a Fantastic Four with SheHulk. Best way to beat Fantastic Four with SheHulk is Fantastic Four with Namor, but at this power level, you're not stopping anything, so it really doesn't matter. You're obviously just throwing in a filler defense because you don't have the TCP to coordinate enough stuff, and that's fine. It's a good build. Placement on this looks pretty good, but you're using the wrong ISOs. You want to capitalize on striker skirmisher combos because Mr. Fantastic is throwing out lots of assists between those four. Doesn't really matter too much where your strikers and skirmishers are, although I think Johnny should be a striker, and I think that Invisible Woman should also be a striker, with Thing and Fantastic being skirmishers. Although, I mean, you really play around with your preference. You know, Thing's putting out a lot of damage. Maybe you want him to be the striker. Doesn't matter too much. But these ISOs need to change. Healer on SheHulk is good. You can also put Fortifier on her, but at higher levels, she actually starts tanking really well. So Healer's the way to go. She's got a nice health bar. She'll throw out some stuff. Yeah, you just got to work on your power levels and fix those ISOs. I'm going to give you a C for this team. Obviously, it's not anything at this power level, so it really doesn't matter too much. Team number 2, Mercs with Killmonger and Shuri. Yeah, looking pretty good. We need to fix those ISOs. You got to get Skirmisher on Taskmaster and Striker on Riot Guard and Killmonger. Even Lieutenant could probably go with Striker. Otherwise, Healer on Lieutenant, of course, Healer on Shuri. But I know there's synergy with the Raider, ISO, and Killmonger, but you need to capitalize on Taskmaster's damage output by doing the Skirmisher Striker combo. That Skirmisher Striker combo works even better if you're running the full Merc team, like Bullseye or Korath in here also as the 5th. Then it really starts popping off. But Shuri keeps this team alive, so if they fail once, it's kind of tough to keep them going. Anymore, Shuri's looking good elsewhere. I'm starting to think that maybe I might take Shuri off of my team and Killmonger off of my team and just running a straight one-off damage team. You know, blow them up once and then they're no good. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah, fix those ISOs. Your placement's good. Your power level just needs... I mean, you just need to bring this team up is all. Once you get them up to like 70k each, this team gets really tough to beat and scales past what X-Force can do. All right, I'm gonna give you like let's give you a C+ for this one. You got the right people in there, just the wrong ISOs, and need to just beef them up a little bit more. All right, Wave 1 Avengers with Coulson. Coulson is my second choice as a 5th on this team. He has some health boosts that he gives the rest of the people, and that's really good. I don't think his power level is enough to warrant this placement, though. Thor is the best person I see. It looks like, yeah, you've got Asgardians over here. So I would take Thor off the Asgardians, put him over here. We'll talk about Asgardians next. Power levels look pretty good. A little more juice in this team all over. You need Skirmisher on Hawkeye, so that you get the Skirmisher Striker combo on this pair when they call in assists with each other. Healers on these two is great. This guy's definitely a Raider. Definitely a Raider on Coulson. You want him to crit and pop off and do some crit damage. Yeah, so placement's okay. Change those ISOs. Work on your power levels. I think you should put Thor in this team. I'm going to give you a D+ on this. Over here, Asgardians, this is just a waste right here. It doesn't matter how powerful they are, they get crushed. So get rid of your Asgardians, start building the Heroes for Hire team, put them in here instead. Use Hela on the Supernaturals, Thor on that Wave 1 that we just looked at. Loki can be used just about anywhere on offense. He gives that defense down that's really good. Gives you a little bit of sustainability on your offensive team if he gets around to his special. These days, things are going so fast in war offense, he doesn't even get to his special. These two are useless, so that's how that goes. If you are going to run this team, I recommend swapping out Hela with Drax or swapping out Thor with Drax, and then hopefully Greg spawns someplace away from Drax and your symbiotes don't get to him. But hell, even the Axemen, that doesn't even phase the Axemen because they got so many AoEs. Let's see. You want Skirmisher Striker with Hela Loki. Loki being the Skirmisher, Hela being the Striker, if you're running the traditional comp. Loki puts out the taunt, and Hela goes into it and then does a bonus attack, and she's spreading those debuffs and all kinds of stuff. So Skirmisher Striker should be there instead of the healers. Thor needs to be a Raider. You've got Raider on Heimdall, that's correct. Healer on Sif, that's correct. So this is just a terrible team. I'm actually going to give you like an F+ for this because it's such a waste of resources. Yeah, you're wasting resources when you could be building better defenses and better offenses, and you should be throwing in the Heroes for Hire in here instead. All right, we got a Technerva variant. Instead of Thanos, you're using your Falcon. Apparently your power armor sucks and you're not using him anywhere. That's kind of the case for a lot of people. That's okay. I'm curious how this would play. The AI doesn't play him correctly. You want his special to go off first, and instead he's throwing out his ultimate. So I'm curious how that works. Honestly, this team usually blows up big in the beginning and then has trouble later on. So maybe that speed up later on would actually help. I'm not sure how it's going to play out, but it's interesting. It's something to do. You've got your Guardians powered up because, you know, you were building them for, I don't know, to unlock Star-Lord or something. Let's see. If you're going to do this, you definitely want to go Skirmisher on Rocket, Skirmisher on Groot, Striker on Star-Lord. That gives you a triple and a quadruple hit combo with this team, because 50% of the time he's calling in Groot and 50% of the time he's calling in Rocket. And when he calls in one of them, I don't know, it does lots of damage. Do that ISO, trust me, that's the best. Healer on Falcon, no, you want Raider on Falcon. Healer on Minerva is correct. Placement on this team isn't so bad. I think that you should put Falcon to the outside and bring Groot inside. Groot's better if he dies, because he'll usually revive and stuff and give super bonuses to the rest of the team. This is interesting. You're pretty close on this. Fix those ISOs, adjust that placement. I'm going to give you a C for that team. Number 6. Oh, here's your Heroes for Hire. Look at that. You already have them built. Okay. All right. I like JJ in as the 5th. There's other comps you can be using, like with Kestrel. If you have a big Kestrel and this is in a defense down room, oh my god, that's punishing. So, but JJ actually gives this team the extra resistance so that when people bring Silver Surfer in to strip those charges, he fails. There is a resistance check on that, and JJ helps with that. So basically, by bringing JJ in and then just letting her die or whatever, you're doing a lot better. Plus, she can clear debuffs and stuff too. So there's some synergy there. This, basically, people just come in, they focus her down right away because she's going to taunt anyways. So they just focus her down right away, and she doesn't do anything other than that. Maybe passing a little bit of energy if she stays alive long enough. So get rid of her, get JJ in there, or somebody else. There's lots of other things you can do as a 5th. Let's see, Healer, Skirmisher, Striker, Healer, looks pretty good. Placement, yeah, placement's good. I'd say just keep working on these two right here. This is going to be a formidable team. This is a good team. So, I'm going to give you a, let's give you a solid B for this team. I just don't like Miss Marvel in here. You probably have her beefed up more than JJ, so that's why you're running her. But work on JJ or don't. Wait for a better 5th comp to come out, and we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to give you a B for that team. Looking pretty good. Number 7 is Doc Ock Sinister 6. You've got your chargeables in here. You need to get rid of Mysterio and put in Rhino. And then if your Vulture's bigger than Green Goblin, you could use Vulture in here also. But I like Rhino right in place where Mysterio is. That's good, because then he clears adjacent people and helps keep Doc Ock clean and healthy. Heal block against this team does wonders. So we've seen some teams where they're all healer trying to keep Doc Ock alive, but if you just can keep heal block on him, then it's a mute point. So I like this comp that you've got going. You've got Raider, Striker. These are good ISOs. Yeah. Obviously, you need to bring up the power level of the other 4, but it's good. It's good. Get Rhino in there. I'm going to give you a B+ for this team. All right, let's get my mouse cursor here in the right spot so we can drag it over and make it fit. All right, team number 8 is your Emmarauders. You're using Ghost as the 5th. Let's see. Fortifier, Striker, Skirmisher, Healer. It's great. You get an A. Good job. All right, this has been PupDaggr's War Defense Roast. If you like what you saw, please leave a like, comment down in the description if you got some ideas on comps. I love discussing those things. And remember, don't just have a good game, be good to each other too. Thanks, bye.